Hi, my name is Nate. I am the older dad. Well, 1970 older dad, because the way, the internet works, somebody took it and then didn't use it for anything, but they've got it now. And so 1970, year I was born. So as I record this, I am about 2 weeks before my 55th birthday. I know I look great for 55, but I have a daughter who is going to turn 6 2 days after I turn 55, and a son who will turn 4 a couple weeks later. So I am an older dad with younger kids. People I went to high school with have grandkids the same age as my kids. So absolutely an older dad. So what I'm going to be doing with this channel is to talk about, what are those challenges? What does that look like? And as people who've put off having kids later and later, or have second and third marriages, there are a lot of older parents, especially older dads. I'm an older dad for a different reason. I do have multiple marriages, but by the time I married my current wife, we were in our mid-40s, so having biological children really wasn't a feasible option. So we went the other route, and we did what's called foster to adopt. And I'll probably be talking about that in another video, just kind of what goes into all of that. But that was just a choice that we made to be able to have our family. And we went into it expecting one thing, and we ended up getting a baby, and then 2 years later, another baby. So I found myself, at 49 and 51 with newborn infants. I was running a business at the time that has been tapered off, and I am a stay-at-home dad right now, but my wife's job is fading away into oblivion. So I am looking to get back into the workforce too. So that's going to be part of the challenge of this channel as well, is showing what it's like for me to try and find a job, what it's like when I find a job, and switch back to that breadwinner capacity as my wife transitions into the stay-at-home role. I'm here for the community too, because I know there's a lot of other people going through the same thing, wondering, is this normal? What is this like? How do you have the energy for it? What do you do to try to, just maintain? And it's a challenge. It really is a challenge, because being a parent is a young person's game. Biologically, it is a young person's game. So there are a lot of things that I have to do that are really more in line with somebody who is 25 years younger than I am. But they have to be done because got to take care of the kids. One of the things, and we'll talk about this in another video too, is when your kids start school or daycare, you interact with other parents. And when you're an older parent, like I am, you quickly realize that all of the other parents are at least a dozen years younger than you, and many of them 20 years younger than you. And it's really interesting to just sort of see that dynamic, because I'm actually old enough to be the parent of some of these people who have kids the same age. So it's a trip when you really stop and think about it. So the key, I think, is to not stop and think about it that much, because when you start doing the math, man, it's a real game changer for your mindset. And one of the things, if you're on social media, you'll see people talk about how if they made Back to the Future today, the year you'd be going back to, and it's, it was 80s to the 50s, so 30 years, we'd be going back to the 90s. We'd be going back to the 90s if they made Back to the Future today. You start doing math like that, and it's really easy to get defeated. So I guess one of the biggest keys, and I'll mention here and then move on with my day, is don't do math. If you want to be able to handle being an older parent, don't do math. Don't do math. Remember, you're not in it alone. And your shared experiences are going to be your shared experiences. And also, if you can, find another older parent who understands kind of the additional challenges that you're dealing with. And if you don't have anybody in your life, here I am. So I love that you've sat with me for this video. I hope you'll be joining me for all the rest of the videos. And I look forward to, just getting through life with all of you. Thanks for checking me out. You can follow me here. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Substack. I'm on Instagram. As long as it's around, I'm going to be on TikTok as well. Longer form videos on YouTube primarily, but the shorter stuff going to be all over the place. So give me a follow along. Any questions, suggestions, whatever. I love them. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.